Now, who here is a fan of big ships with big guns? Because I certainly am. Losing frames, so we're turning the settings down. We'll turn them back up. Oh, it didn't even save it. It didn't do nothing. We have to turn them down a lot. All right, a crispy 60 FPS. Half the ship loaded. You guys are gonna struggle through it with me. This is the Boundless class Super Dreadnought, and it certainly lives up to that name. This thing is far too big to be practical for anything, and I love it. It goes at an extremely fast, get this, 75 speed. Incredible. Absolutely astonishing. It has a warp? And I hadn't tried before, but it has a warp. Let's go over the weapons of this behemoth. You of course have your main battery, pretty standard. You have heavy lasers, dual purpose guns all over, cruise missile launchers off the front, which is very nice. Shoot them down. Oh, and I started loading a ship. Planet. Anti-ship missiles. I don't know where. It's big. They might not be working. Anti-air missiles. There they go. Of course, point defense. A comet launcher. Super laser. With no sound. I don't know why the sound's not playing. Or why it's not shooting. Sometimes these bigger ships don't work right. And long-range bombardment artillery. But now we can go ahead and look at the inside and crank down the frames. So starting off here in the bridge. Okay, and so here on the bridge is quite the bridge. First up, you got a great wraparound view screen. Not entirely wraparound, but you can see all around you. That's not all. We'll get down there in a second. You of course have your captain's seat, flanked by four lower class citizens, artillery controllers, and 2 more artillery control off on the side, which I do like this because think about it, artillery is going to want to see around them. So sticking them out separately from the rest is quite a good idea. Heading further back, you have your captain's controller, as well as an exit to a shuttle or other things. It would definitely make sense to have a shuttle pod or shuttlecraft landing there, and an easy access into the bridge. Continuing further forward, you have your sensor operator and your FTL. Now, I love this bridge. Look at this. It's beautiful. It's incredible, highly detailed. You go down here. You have a conference room on the bridge. The captain can sit here, and then people up here will have to come down this bridge or down the stairs and just see him just sitting at the end. Boom. Authority demanded. As well as a phenomenal view outside above you. Just look at that. That's awesome. Why don't we have more of this? Let's get more of this. Starbase devs, I know you can do it. More cool stuff like that. That's an awesome section. The detailing is high quality. The ambiance is exquisite, with it being darker tones compared to the rest of the interior. This whole ship is darker tones. If you can't see, gives it more of a authoritative feel. Look at that. This area is darker than all the rest. It's cool. But working further back over to the elevators, which are on the opposite side from the office, you can get down to the main hangar, and wow, this is a big hangar. Look at where it is. Look at how big it is. Those are guns. Giant guns. You have lots of storage, which is cool. More of this cool structural thing. Some pipes. You even have some control stations and a cool little area over here on the edge. Very nice. I like it a lot. More detailing. I like all the stuff. Of course, the new texture for the hologram, or not the hologram, whatever the airlock breaking is. As well as that, you can also spawn some pretty sizable ships. You can spawn a missile night bombers. You can spawn them all. Escorts, okay, just a missile boat. With some, like a heavy shuttle, a recon frigate, a gunship, hover vehicles if you so choose, prison transport ships. You could fit a ton in here, although I don't know how that one or the Starbase news van is gonna fit, but who knows. You can fit all the elite units, freighters. You can fit a big cargo transport. You can fit some other big ships. Really fun stuff. Light escort for the IESF. It's really, really nice. This hangar hits it out of the park. Again, that darker color compared to the normal grays that we've seen is definitely a very nice, very welcome, and very unique touch. I'm getting 40 FPS, boys. Heading down, you can head to the stern hangar, which has 2 exits. And this is a huge hangar. Like, we know the other one's pretty big, but this one's enormous too. And wait for it. You know what I said about the IESF and in last episode about the oh, what's it called? Cranes. That's the word. Cranes in the hangars. Well, they've done it. They added the cranes to the hangars. I'm so pleased. I can definitely tell this is the most recently made ship because I want to say they heard me complain about no cranes in the hangars and then added it, but I don't know. Maybe they did. But dang, this is cool. They have the cool cranes in the hangar that you could actually lift up a ship or something like that. And like some weird texturing, which holy cow, that is high detail. That is, I don't know if that's gonna be a reoccurring thing, but that scratched up mark on the corners of that is actually really cool. I don't know what's doing that. I don't know if it's intentional because it's only on half of the ship and just this corner, but that's really cool. On the opposite side of the hangar, after quite a long run from there, which is kind of fun, you get to some seating as well as some control stuff. Maybe you have your command and control for your fighters that are deployed. Very, very cool. Again, the darker tones definitely give this ship a sense of authority and superiority over others. I really enjoy it. The hangar is nice. I love the cranes, and well, I would like them on the main hangar. It's not a big deal. You can also get to hangar 1, 2, 3, and 4, which are all identical, so we won't visit them all. But you have a worker bee up here. Very cool. You can spawn a bunch of little ships, not the largest ones, but again, you get your important ones, your superiority, stealth, transport, hover stuff. What is that? Oh, auto bomber. Again, you get some cool ships you can play with in these hangars. And this is located 1, 2, and then on the adjacent sides, it'll be 3 and 4. So they're pretty simple, but again, extra hangars, more ships to fly if you got a bigger crew. I'm gonna take it, and more air traffic spots. This is definitely, I love this ship. I love it so much. I want to fly it all day, and I want to destroy people, except for the fact that soloing a dreadnought's not a good idea. You can get to the mess hall, which again, same thing as I think it was the second ship we looked at from this pack. You got the pillar right in the ingress point. Imagine coming out of the hangar and just being able to look straight to this awesome window. That would be cool. But I'm not going to complain too much because it has your replicator controls, which could have realistically been put there. It's whatever. It definitely makes it feel like a stronger ship, but it would have been nice to see through to the window. I'm not going to complain too much. This ship's pretty cool. Which of course, very big, sealed off. I don't actually know where it is on the ship, but you have a big transporter. I wish I didn't have to say this, but I do. There's no interior. The previous two ships, well, maybe not the previous, the Marcelli. It had an interior. I loved it, but this one unfortunately does not. Sorry. This one unfortunately not. But what it lacks in an interior is certainly made up for in its size. This is a super dreadbird. I don't even know if that's a class. But this detailing, even the extra fins on the side, guns everywhere, the cool detailing, more the cool lights. There it is. They have the vents. What is lagging? Everything. This is Starbase. You have cool little things on the front. as well as of course the comet launchers, 4 of them. And here is the mess hall, which is right on the front, so you can see wherever you're going. Which I actually really enjoy that touch. It's definitely unique. I really enjoy it. Not as much of the slit down the middle and the tooth thing sticking out, but not a big deal. You move on down, you get cruise missile launchers, of course the wings combined with an engine, and the main hangar. Very cool. You have lots of this cool detailing on the sides. More lights to make it look like there's extra rooms and floors, which is something I like and dislike. Looks cool, but makes me wish there were rooms. You have more cool antenna thingies, because why not? Guns. It's a cool ship, and the rear is definitely something pretty fun. You have some absolutely enormous engines thrown on the back. Why not? They remind me of the Venator class Star Destroyer from Star Wars, the Clone Wars and stuff. Some engines that almost seem counterintuitive because they're blowing exhaust right over a point defense and into the ship. But that's not a big deal. The wings, I do wish were angled slightly downward, but I'm not gonna complain about it. Overall, my ship is really fun if you want to kill your performance. And if you just want a really cool ship. Like, I can barely get far enough away. And if you start getting far away, it's gonna start looking kind of goofy. But only downside, I know they can do better. I know they can add interiors. Because this ship is gargantuan. Imagine you have crew quarters. You have storage rooms. You have like dedicated kitchen. And especially in some of these larger ships, that would be something I would want to see in the future. But overall, I'm going to say this one at least is an 8 out of 10. Only reason, no interior. And that second point, bringing it down to an 8, is it's kind of unwieldy. But who cares? Make it a 9. Who cares about it being unwieldy? You're look at it. It's awesome. Well, anyway, guys, that's going to wrap it up for today. I hope you enjoyed. And I hope you will stick around and help us get to 1,000 subscribers. And have fun. I'm excited. I'm thinking of making some more content, and I think you guys will enjoy it. Just got to figure out exactly how I'm going to do it. But anyway, guys, that'll do it for today. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.